Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Xana520, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we finished off the Water Temple, we gained the Fire Arrows, and we learned the Nocturne of Shadow after discovering that the Shadow Spirit that Impa had sealed underneath Kakariko Village in the well had escaped and fled for the Shadow Temple. However, before we could give chase to it, we decided to come back here to being a child, because there's an item in Kakariko Village beneath the well that we can actually get. However, in the meantime, we're currently playing Bombchu Bowling, because there's two things here that we need. I won one game last time, and it was for Bombchu. There's a piece of heart up for grabs. Let's see if we can get it. Nope, that's bombs. I don't know if I need bombs or not. Okay, can you stop? So like I said, the second wall can have three orientations. It can be on the top, it can be on the left, and it can be on the right. These chickens are some of the biggest pains in my butt. Especially that giant one, because it can only be in that little cubby. Oh, there we go. Of course I win the booby prize. So there's a bunch of junk prizes that you can win, like Bombchus, bombs, 50 rupees. I guess the 50 rupees isn't really a booby prize, but it's... Oh, there's the other item. There's the other item. Hi. So, that's literally all the audio recording that I have for my voice. For some reason, I only recorded about 2 minutes, 7 seconds, and I don't understand how this happened. So now I'm left having to record post-commentary on a video I was really looking forward to editing, because it was literally about 20 minutes of me just losing my mind with this minigame. I am cutting out a substantial portion of this just to spare you having to watch through it without me, going nuts in the process. So yeah, here we go. Watching my own video and having to react to it. So, like I said earlier, and I immediately throw a Bombchu straight into that spike trap. There are two prizes here at the Bombchu Bowling Alley: the piece of heart and the biggest bomb bag. Now, if you haven't picked up the bigger bomb bag from Goron City, the bigger bomb bag will be here, and then the biggest bomb bag will be able to be picked up with the Goron. And just me losing my mind with this stupid spike trap, wasting my Bombchus, when I had a perfectly good chance of getting that stupid thing straight through with that chicken. Also, I somehow blew up both chickens with that one Bombchu, so I don't know how that happened. Man, I really wish I had managed to have the actual recording for this. It was a hoot and a holler. So, heart piece. That's one of 4, I believe. And then the bomb bag. Is, well, it's a bomb bag. By this point, I had figured out the trick for getting the wall Bombchus, and also going around these stupid cuckos to easily net that prize. Like, I used 3 Bombchus, and that was it. That was all she wrote. I won so many of the dumb prizes in this minigame. You can get 50 rupees, you can get Bombchus, you can get regular bombs, and then there's these 2 things. And once you get these 2 things, it's just for money and fun at that point. Anyway, I don't remember what I did after this. I just remember that like 20 to 25 minutes of this video was just spent playing Bombchu Bowling, and I just lost my crap. Alright. So, oh, I remember what we're doing. So we're heading next to Kakariko Village, because if you remember, when we came to Kakariko Village as an adult, Guru, the man in the windmill, was very, very upset, saying something about a kid in a... I must have thought of something there, so I turn around. But Guru was very upset about a kid who came into the windmill, played a song, and broke the windmill. And he taught us that song because we had an ocarina. Well, now that we're a kid again, we can go into the windmill and play that song, which is the Song of Storms. Slowly walk up to the windmill. These stairs are just slopes with step textures on them. Anyway, pull out our ocarina here. Play the Song of Storms. And it causes the windmill to go absolutely nuts. It spins super fast, and as it turns out, the windmill is actually connected to the well outside. And by the windmill going super fast, the well drains out. And you can talk to Guru. He's like, go around, go around, go around. What? It's going way too fast. The funny thing about that area is that it actually, when you do that, it actually speeds up the music. It doesn't just play an already sped up track. It actually speeds up the music. So you can have a randomizer where they randomize the music, and it will speed up whatever song is playing there, which is ridiculous. So you can have like a super sped up fire temple or something. Anyway, we're here at the bottom of the well, where in the future, Impa seals the shadow that broke free that we had to fight. And we've got a nice giant Skulltula here. I can hear the spirits whispering in this room. Look for the Eye of Truth. That's what they are saying. That's a clue to what we need to find in this mini dungeon. Also, you may have seen the giant bubble flying around. He's going to be harassing us throughout this entire mini dungeon. So the gimmick to this dungeon is that there's invisible walls all over the place. And I don't mean invisible walls in that the walls are invisible. No, there's walls that aren't really walls. You can walk through them, and there's going to be chests inside. And this is, I think, the only child dungeon where you can find small keys. Also, there's a like in there. I think that's what I was showing off. If you know what you're doing, and you're not here for any of the bonus stuff, also, ow. If you're not here for any of the bonus stuff, danger below is what this wall's saying. But if you're not here for the bonus stuff, you can just come in here and do one thing, fight one enemy, and leave. And that's all you need to do. But this place actually has a ton of Skulltulas in it. I think there's like 5, 4, something like that. There's at least 3. Anyway, this room. So there's fire keys flying around in this room. Fire keys are bad for our Deku shields, so we want to take those out right quick. I think this guy tries to bomb me. And there's the Beamos in the middle of the room. But this room is full of invisible holes. There's a ton of them. And I think I actually accidentally almost fall down one. Also 5 rupees. I think that's a Deku shield chest. Yeah, right there. I almost fell down one of those holes. You can't use the shield to block the laser if you're not facing the right way. Anyway. Come through here, and we'll be in that room with the like. So we want to watch out for that. The like can steal your child shield, but if you kill it fast enough, it'll spit it out. Otherwise, 20 rupees. Also, please note, when I went into Bombchu Bowling, I had 500 rupees. I had a full wallet. I was down to 100 rupees again when I left Hyrule Castle Town. One of these chests is a Deku Shield chest. Anyway, I intentionally fall down this hole because I believe the map is down here. You got these bomb flowers here, leading up to a pile of rocks. Funnily enough, only one of them gets destroyed. And then you've got some silver rupees there on the right. But back here, behind these rocks, is going to be a Redead. You can actually sneak past the Redead to get to the chest without waking it up. If you're moving slowly, the Redeads won't notice you. I think the same thing can be said for the Gibdos. I'm not entirely sure. But, yep, there's the map. And run out of here before the Redead realizes we're here. And start grabbing some silver rupees. There's nothing else down here. There's some rupees up on a platform that you have to fall down to. But it's only like, I don't know, 15, 20, something like that. Each of these silver rupees is worth 5 by themselves as well. Just be very careful here. And again, this green slime stuff, it's basically retextured, double checking to make sure there wasn't another silver rupee. There's that platform that you have to fall down to with the blue rupee on it. But each of these silver rupees is worth 5 rupees, and there's always going to be 5 of them, so you'll make 25 rupees solving these puzzles anyway, so... I can stop saying so often, and that one doesn't count. Oh yeah, there's the last one, opens the door. The door will always be open from now on, but this door is one way, so you can only... Thank you, phone. Another skeleton telling us to find the Eye of Truth. I think there's another... Yep, hole here. Oh wait, this one leads into that, that one leads in here. This is the compass, I think. I think this is the compass. It's the other big chest in the dungeon. Yep, compass. Waiting for the bubble to go past. That guy's annoying. He can really get in your way, so you have to be careful. There's another invisible wall here. And these two doors in here, on these walls, they only lead to one Skulltula. Oh, and also there's a wall master in here, so be careful of that. That spider. Open this chest. Is this just like bombs or something? Nuts. Ah, nuts. So come out here. This little pile of garbage can actually be bombed. And there's a hole beneath it, which will lead to another chest. I think this one contains... I think this one contains bombs. Bombchu. Close enough. There's another chest here somewhere I was looking at the map for. And I think it's on the front wall here. Yes. Okay, and then this one is going to be a key? Yeah. There's 3 keys in this dungeon. Each of them unlocks one of those side doors that leads mainly just to a Skulltula. Whoops. You get hit by that bubble trying to dodge that Skulltula there. Big Skulltula. this wall's saying danger above. It's warning about the Skulltula. The other one on the right is warning about there's an invisible hole. There's actually another invisible hole in this tunnel on the other side of the hallway. And what is in this chest? This chest contains another nut. Also, that is one nut. One singular nut. I think this is the point where I come over here and play the Zelda's Lullaby. The water flowing out of the statue is flooding the entire floor. And then I check the floor, saying the crest of the royal family of Hyrule is inscribed here. So of course you play Zelda's Lullaby. And by doing that, the water drains out. There's a couple of pots underneath the statue there, and I think one of them contains a fairy. At least one of them does. I come over here real quick, because there's a chest here. You don't actually have to get this chest. I think it's literally, yeah, it's just a heart. But you do have to drain the water anyway, in order to get to the boss of this mini dungeon. And anyway, we come in here, and there's a bunch of sarcophagi and unlit torches. And then there's a Gibdo. And the one sarcophagus that is open actually has the lit torch in front of it. So you can light all these torches. Braziers, I think I called them. And open the sarcophagi. But there's only one sarcophagi that has anything of value in it. I think I disturbed the Gibdo here for a second. And that is this one over here. The back left one. Opening this up will reveal 2 keys. But inside the sarcophagus is a key. And this is the other key. The other ones contain more keys, and I think there's at least 2 Gibdo. But I think some of them also have things like 5 rupees and other useless prizes. The key is really the only thing you need. Because you can take the keys in here and open these 2 doors. This room just contains a Deku Baba, 3 flying pots, and a golden Skulltula. And the only thing really of merit in this room is going to be the golden Skulltula. I'll just grab that off the wall there. I forget what the count was for this. And I don't think I check either. But if you come over here, this room's a little different. There's going to be a bunch of keys in this room. They're all sitting on invisible somethings. Kill that one with my boomerang. Kill that one with my boomerang. I kill that one with my boomerang. And then along the outside of this wall, there's actually an invisible platform, and like an actual invisible platform. And you wouldn't know it unless you got the dungeon item. Thankfully, I already know that all these things are here because I've played this game too much. Anyway, so that brings us to the end of this. Wait for this bubble. That brings us almost to the end of this. There's only there's only 3 chests left. We've gotten all the Skulltulas. There's no boss key for this dungeon. Looks like we have like 70 Skulltulas. Yeah, there's only 3 chests left. One of them is right here. This place is really good for randomizers. You can go in here and grab all kinds of crap. if you're lucky. Crawl through this little hole. Now, if you remember, the only thing keeping us from coming in this room is the water. So all you have to do is play Zelda's Lullaby, come to the front of the dungeon, and come in here. And here, we find some really disturbing looking hands. Just sticking out of the ground. So, the way this boss works is in order to spawn him, you actually have to get grabbed. There's another way to... Oh, he's right behind me. I forgot about that. There's another way to get him to show up. But, it requires you throwing bombs all over the place. I think I go for the tried and true method of using a Deku stick. I don't think I think right there, I didn't realize he was going to attack me again, because usually with Deku sticks, they do enough damage to cause him to not show up. They're not one attack again. Now you actually can't. I think I was, yeah, here I was trying to get the stab technique. But the problem with, I never mentioned this guy's name. This is Dead Hand. He's a monstrosity. The problem with Dead Hand is that you have to be almost on top of him for him to expose his weak point, which is, of course, his head. And you can't actually attack his head until he brings it down. And if he brings his head down, sometimes he can be over top of you. I think at some point I just gave up and just started smacking him with sticks. Also, yeah, that little shockwave thing that he can do. Oh boy, he's right on top of me again. That shockwave will hurt you, so whenever he's doing his burrow thing, you need to stay clear away from that. But there we go. Take him out, break his jaw. And spawns a chest with a dungeon item. And this dungeon item is the Eye of Truth that the skeletons were talking about. The Lens of Truth. Set it to C, press C to look through it. Mysterious things are hidden everywhere. Be sure to try to use it outside of the well. Seeing the truth will cost magic power, so press C again to stop using it. It's a persistent item that you just sort of toggle on and off when it's on your C. And it will show hidden items. As long as it's on, it'll start draining your magic. And this chest contained a gold rupee, which is 200 rupees, and we're already filling up our wallet again, despite the fact that I didn't want to do that. Also, this guy has a range on him. But that's the bottom of the well completed already. Now, if I remember correctly, do I finish the mask quest here? I do not remember if I finished the mask quest. Oh yeah, I'm just showing off that the hidden door exists. Also, if you're not careful with those things, the big skulltulas, if you try to jump attack them, they'll just turn around and smack you. So, get back up out of here. Because there's nothing more to do in the bottom of the well. Now, if you try to come down here as an adult, because the well's already drained as an adult, there's a blockage in the way. It's like a pile of rocks or a cave-in or something. 79 is the number of skulltulas I have. I think that's what I was checking there. Come over here. See Mutah standing by the tree. Shut up, Navi. Alright, so what do I do next? Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what I do. I think I go to the Hyrule Castle. I think that's what I do. Surely I don't do the... Doesn't look like it. Nope. Heading back to the castle. Or at least the market. Alright, which way am I gonna go? I'm going to go out to the castle. The castle proper. So there's one Skulltula that I have not gotten here yet. And in order to get it, you need to have the Song of Storms. Because throughout the world there are grottos that will only appear if you play the Song of Storms. And one of them happens to be at the tree on the other side of the fence by the castle. Also, that upper portion of the castle is actually where the Smash Brothers stage takes place. I know I never talk about this, or never talked about this in the LP, so I figured I'd mention it now. Just come on through here. I think I'm trying to avoid collecting rupees, because I'm actively trying to keep my wallet low for something else that's going to be happening. Anyway, this tree over here, if you play the Song of Storms next to it, your hole will spawn. You need to have the boomerang and the bombs in order to get what's in here. I mean, of course you need to have the Song of Storms, which can only be gotten as an adult anyway. But in here we've got a Gossip Stone with some bugs. And we actually need these bugs for something in the future. More rupees. Our wallet's already almost full again. There's a Skull Waltula here. Just one-shot that guy with our boomerang. On this wall over here, there's a Skull Waltula and a Golden Skulltula. And I think that brings us to 80 Skulltulas. And that is the last Skulltula in the market Hyrule Castle area. And now we're going back to the Temple of Light, or the Temple of Time, through the Prelude of Light, because that's about the only way you can get out of here. And this should be the end of the video. So, next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we'll be returning to live commentary and finding out what we're going to do next. This is Anna520, signing out.